In this video, we're going to give you the top 5 reasons why Solo, a Star Wars movie, just didn't work. Now, before you start, I know there's a lot of die-hard Star Wars fans out there, but I'm one of them. That's the problem. Look. I'm almost 50 and I've got one of these on my desk. I grew up in Star Wars. I still remember going to see Star Wars when it first came out in Ballymena when I was, I think, 11. 1977, 78. And it totally changed my life. I just thought, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And I remember looking up at the sky and seeing the moon and thought, someday I'm going to go there. That is the impact that Star Wars had in my life. And I have watched every Star Wars movie. I've defended every Star Wars movie, including The Phantom Menace, to anyone who dare said it was a bad movie. And even, well, not even Rogue One. Rogue One was a great movie. But then this movie came out. But more on that later. Mark has a different view on the Star Wars movies.
I myself don't really like Star Wars. I did like the new start of movies for Star Wars. For example, The Force Awakens, Rogue One. But this movie, as Solo, a Star Wars story.
Well, no, don't talk about Solo just yet.
We're going
to talk about Solo. We're going to talk about top 5 reasons about it failed. But anyway.
Okay.
But anyway, Mark, what Mark's saying is, Mark, I remember showing Mark the first Star Wars movie, the one that I just fell in love with, and Mark just didn't get it. And I just thought, he cannot be my son. So, Solo, a Star Wars movie, has got a lot of flack. Here are our top 5 reasons why we believe it just didn't work.
Number 5, the actors. They casted the wrong actors. For example, Emilia Clarke, she just didn't fit in. I don't like her laugh or her smile. And Han Solo just didn't work.
Now, this is a controversial one, but let's start with Emilia Clarke. Now, I think Emilia Clarke in Game of Thrones is awesome. And you haven't seen Game of Thrones.
I have.
Emilia Clarke.
I haven't seen many episodes.
Emilia Clarke in Game of Thrones is awesome. She's got the sort of the whole. She's brilliant. She's made for that role. But ever since,
and she's got blonde hair, she suits it.
She does suit it, and she's a different type of role altogether. But then she did Terminator Genesis, which I just thought was a complete car crash of a movie, and she was partly to blame. Not maybe her. She was miscast for that role, and I think she's been miscast in this role too. There was too many scenes in this movie where it just didn't fit. She was just totally a fish out of water. The worst one was when she was with the droid and they were having that kind of Lando's is in love with me kind of thing, and she does this laugh and it just didn't work.
No.
Completely put me off her. And then there's Han Solo. Now, Alden Ehrenreich, I think it is. I'm sure he's a great actor, but he is no Han Solo. He's no Han Solo. He
may look like him, but...
He might look like him, but he doesn't act like him. Right?
No.
And he's too short. His whole mannerisms are not quite completely wrong. It was like he was playing a different person altogether, a different character. So it didn't work. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons why this movie failed, because every other person they've got to fill in the shoes of or play an earlier, younger version, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, for example, it worked. This one just didn't work. It was trying to put a round peg into a square hole. But let's move on to number 4. So at number 4, it's Darth Maul. What? Why? And I mean, why? And then I knew this was going to happen. We both knew he was going to turn up at the end. And then we thought that, what do you call the guy? The Vision? What do you call him?
I thought he was Darth Maul.
I forgot his name. We thought he was turning into Darth Maul because he had the 2 knives and he had the stuff on his face.
I was like, what's going on?
And his eyes were going red. We thought, he's going to be Darth Maul. And then he wasn't. And then Darth Maul appears. And he's also CGI'd. Why is he CGI'd? That's just completely unnecessary. But I just thought it just was... What? Why? You know, I mean, in Phantom Menace, I thought they had a villain character, and they killed him off too soon. Or did they? Apparently he's appeared in the cartoons. I don't watch the cartoons. I'm a film fan, not the cartoon fan. I know a lot of Star Wars fans watch the cartoons and the expanded universe. I'm not one of those. But I just didn't get that. It didn't make any sense. It was sort of, I was angry at that point because I thought this was a disappointing movie, and then they do that, and I thought, no, you've just kind of, I don't know why you did it. It doesn't make any sense. So what do you think, Mark?
I was confused. I thought maybe there's like a species of the Darth Maulians or something. I got really weirded out. I thought that that was the Vision, the actor. That was his dad or father or maybe
Paul Bettany.
brother.
Paul Bettany.
Oh, Paul Bettany. I thought Paul Bettany, he was like, as he died, I thought he was Darth Maul, but actually his father maybe, I don't know.
Actually, Paul Bettany's character was very well cast. In fact, everybody else's role was very well cast. I should have said Woody Harrelson was fantastic. Tandy Newton was fantastic. And Paul Bettany was fantastic. His villain was... He was really creepy.
Yeah,
he was very, very good.
Jeez,
but anyway, we're talking about the top 5 reasons why it didn't work. And number 4 was Darth Maul. Let's go on to number 3. So number 3, now this one really, really made me wind me up. The Droid Revolution. All droids are slaves. Seriously? Is this liberal left going completely bonkers? I've read some stuff that said this is a bit of it was meant to be a joke. Really? Well, the joke went on far too long. And if there is any message to this joke, it is that if you start a revolution, be prepared to die, okay? Because that's exactly what happened to the droid. I've read, there was an article by, who was it by? Did I write this down? I've lost it now. There was an article, one of these online articles, and they wrote about that it's the fact now that droids are slaves, it's going to change the rest of the Star Wars universe forever. Really? Seriously? They're droids. They're not human beings. They're droids. Wise up, okay? So I just didn't get that at all. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was dumb. Yeah, didn't work for me at all, and actually wound me up if anything else. And then the whole thing about... Yes, it was Mashable UK's article. Star Wars droids will never be the same after Solo. Really? Seriously? I don't think so. I think you're completely off base. It was a stupid idea. Shouldn't have done it. And then the one that made it even worse was this thing about the female droid and their potential relationship with Lando. Are you completely off your head?
That was just cringe.
Now, to me, this seemed like it was a Phil Lord and Chris, who was it, Chris Miller? It seemed like one of their jokes that was left in the movie, and this is when Kira's character, Emilia Clarke's character Kira, she does this guffaw. It was just completely misplaced, didn't make any sense, and it was just creepy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't get it. So the Droid Revolution was a complete and utter mistake, and yeah, just you're wrong. Okay, so let's move on.
Which brings us neatly to number 2. Now, L3. She's not quite Jar Jar Binks, but she's close. I felt like someone just thought, as they sat in a room, KTSO, wow, he was really good and
The
funny.
droid from Rogue One.
The droid from Rogue One, right? And they just thought, you know what? It would be amazing and perfect if we brought in a female droid that was independent and thought, oh, I'm so cool. I'm gonna make us all act like we're slaves, and I'm gonna start a revelation. Let's go. And then it just didn't work. Just no.
Yeah, she didn't work, or that droid didn't work at all.
Like there was one scene that actually was okay, and that was in the trailer. Something like about let's go. I'm happy about this and all. That was the only thing I liked. Everything else.
Yeah.
And one thing also, when they were in the room, they were smashing all the keyboards and everything, and doing all this stuff, smashing all the equipment just to free all the slaves and all. And I thought, yeah, okay. And I was confused, how that all actually freed them, just by destroying all the stuff.
Well, but taking the bolts off, they were restraining bolts.
Oh, taking the bolts.
But anyway,
okay.
It was a droid.
It was confusing.
It was a droid, and then this kind of we're kind of bleeding the 3 into 2 here, but
yeah.
That was just really annoying. And she could have been. I mean, K2SO in Rogue One was for me one of the highlights of Rogue One.
It was good.
A brilliant move. But L337 in this one, not so much. Even the tie-in with the Millennium Falcon and the computer, which is a link to Empire Strikes Back. I get all that. I'm a big Empire Strikes Back fan. One of my favorite movies ever. But no, not Still didn't work for me. Bad idea. Which brings us to number 1. So what could be the number 1 reason why this was such a bad movie? Well, it's the movie itself. It was a movie that we didn't actually need.
Nope.
I must say, when I was before Last Jedi came out, I just couldn't wait till it came out. When I heard Solo was announced, it was kind of, do I really want to see that? And I nearly even, because I'm such a big Star Wars fan, I nearly felt guilty that I wasn't looking forward to seeing it. And then when it came out last week, because we're a week into it now, I thought, well, first of all, I came and went to the opening night, and I just didn't even think about it. So I went to see it a week later.
I wasn't thinking about it either.
Yeah, after all the bad press, and I thought, maybe I should go to see this because I am a Star Wars fan, and maybe all the critics are wrong, and the public reaction is wrong. There's a good movie in there. Well, there isn't a good movie in there. It's okay, but it's
average.
Not a great Star Wars movie. And you'll have seen reasons why it hasn't been successful, because it came too soon out after The Last Jedi. That's a load of crap. The fact is, it's just not a great movie. The reason why it's not doing so well is because the word of mouth is poor, because it's not a good movie. That's the reality of it. If they had a good movie 5 months after The Last Jedi, it would have done gangbusters. But it hasn't done gangbusters because it's just not a good movie. Mark?
I didn't feel it was like Star Wars enough, honestly. I didn't feel the vibe. I just didn't. And I didn't get what do you call him, Childish Gambino. I didn't think his role was very good, his gambling thing.
Who?
I mean, Childish Gambino, the smuggler.
Oh, you mean Lando Calrissian? Calrissian.
Is that not his name?
No, it's Lando Calrissian.
Oh.
Trust me, I know.
Maybe that's his artist name. I don't know.
Maybe you're talking. I don't know his actor's name, but it's Lando Calrissian is the character's name.
Oh, the character.
And he was meant to be this cool guy, and they're going to do a spin-off movie.
Yeah.
Really? No, you're not.
I thought he was going to be good, and then they make a solo movie for him, but no, he's just not. He's not very good at acting. He may be good at singing, but not good at acting.
Is he a singer?
Yeah, he made a song, got 200 million views. Very good.
Anyway.
I love it. I love this song. But
okay.
Acting, nah.
So we should wrap up here. So those are our top 5 reasons why Solo, a Star Wars story, just didn't work. Do you agree? What do you think? Please comment below. Please tell us what you think. Please like this video.
Also,
please share
click
this
the
video.
link in the poll and complete it. And
for a click link for what? So what's the poll going to be?
if the movie was good or if it wasn't.
The poll just simply, do you agree or do you not agree? That's simply it. Okay. And now, just to finish off before all you Star Wars fans, and I'm a Star Wars fan, before you scream at me and say you call me a heretic, it's not a bad movie. It's just not a great movie, and I was let down. I felt let down.
I was let down too.
So I think all I would say to the Disney and all the folks there that obviously thought they were thinking very hard about this movie and how good an idea it would be, I would suggest you think hard about a Boba Fett standalone movie, or the Obi-Wan one. I can sort of work on that one, but Boba Fett, really? And all those other. I mean, I read an article today about all these other characters they might do a standalone movie for, and I didn't know half of them. I mean, if you're into the cartoons and stuff, you might know who they are, but honestly, really, forget about that. We don't really care. We want the trilogies. We want the follow through. We want the links back to the original characters. Connect Rey to the Skywalker clan, for flip's sake. Don't have her doing her own thing. We need that to be the case, okay? Use your head, right? Boba Fett, right? I love Boba Fett.
He's awesome.
I remember when I was a kid,
so cool.
when I was Mark's age, actually, you couldn't buy Boba Fett as a figurine because does anyone remember that? And I had to save up my cornflake tokens to go send it away. And I remember getting it in this little box, and it came out. It was one of these small 3.5-inch ones, and I was like, I was the cat that got the cream. I wish I still had that figure. My mother sold all my Star Wars figures when I was at school, and I never forgive her for it. But I still remember getting Boba Fett. I was a huge Boba Fett fan. But awesome. Do I want to see a standalone Boba Fett film? No.
It wouldn't.
And I'm your target audience, Disney. I'm your target audience. I'm telling you, well, he's your target audience too. I'm telling you, I don't want to see a film. What I want to see is another trilogy. I want to see this trilogy finished. I want to see you right some of the wrongs in The Last Jedi because you made some real big mistakes there, and sort out Rey's backstory. She needs to have a backstory. It needs to be linked to Skywalker and bring back Snoke. That was a stupid idea, killing him off after creating this fantastic villain. Creating a fantastic villain is one of the hardest things to do in the movies. A villain you really want to know about, a bit more about. You want to see him in action, and you killed him off. Right? Was it Rian Johnson? That was a stupid move, Ryan. But anyway, this was about Ron Howard, who's a great director. Not going to, put cast aspersions on the Ron man, but this movie just didn't work for me. So we hope you get it right for the last in the trilogy, which will be out December 2019.
What's it called?
The Last Jedi X1 or 1X. I can't remember.
Really?
It's the last one. No, it'll have a proper name, but it's
Same one.
No, it's the one after the Last Jedi.
Well,
Whatever the Roman numerals are
X1,
for.
that's like 8.
Wait, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aye, it's what it's. Is it 1X or X1?
And then
the
there's
one
like
is
a
to
line
take
over
away
it.
from the 10. So
I'm pretty sure no. Is it the no?
It's 9. It's definitely 9.
9.
Okay, and that's it. So we should wrap up now, Mark.
Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. No, smash that like button. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And yeah, that's it. Mark
And Dave.
out. Back AEDT. Back AEDT.